time. So today, some of you might have seen the post on the group the other day, and don't worry, I'm not going to talk too much. I just want to get into the build really. I actually almost forgot to record it. I'm sorry, Jesse Mackie, sorry. So basically, this is the first bioactive build. I've got some moss in there. That's a fake plant. That is a succulent. That's another fake plant, a succulent, and that's a spider plant that I originally put in there. Oh, and just before I forget, these are the plants that I have for it. I know this one I've seen in terrariums before, but these two I just like the color of, and they were only $3, so I'm going to try that out. I'll show you the succulents in there. These I found at the park, the peperomia. So that one I know will work very well in terrariums, and I'm going to split that into 2 or 3 pieces. Now I've just got 1 pint of water. Just gonna go once over everything. So just taking the fake plants out of here. My next step is to get some clay balls, which I've done at the bottom of, well, you'll see down there somewhere. Put the clay balls all down the bottom, and then cut some fly screen to be at the bottom. So that's the plant salvage from, hope I'm recording. Okay, so I didn't see this step coming, but it's no big deal. Basically, the fly screen that was at the bottom of the last enclosure, there's a lot of soil that's fell through. Okay, so I did it, and well, to the best of my ability I did it. These are the cleaned rocks. I say clean sparingly. I've never seen anybody do this, so let's give it a shot. So my camera ran out last night, which kind of put a wrench in the works there, and so we're going to finish it today. It's a bit of a setback, but I think I prefer it this way because I can take all day now and really take my time with it. Alrighty, so this is where we left off yesterday. I went for a walk and I got heaps of leaf litter. After the battery died yesterday, I actually started chopping this up so it's a bit more fine, because this will be going through the soil. I don't want lots of sticks and stuff in there. And I'm going to mix about 3/4 of this through there. We can see it's starting to come together. I like it, I like it. Now for the hose, and I'm going to put the garden hose in this way, pointing in towards that mound there. Alright, and I've planted them all. Got the peperomia up there, the 2 experimental ones here and here. That one, whatever that's going to do, I don't know if that's going to go good or bad, but I'm pretty sure that one is bad, that one is bad, and that one's good. So I think I went through it at the start of the video, but just as an extra recap. These are cactus, that's all the species names of the plants I've got in there. Fake, moss, they're both real, they're native mosses, fake, and that's a succulent, and that's a succulent, so they hardly count, but isn't it beautiful?
4 to 6 weeks later.
So this is a couple of weeks later. I wanted to let it settle in to make sure there was no external things in there like mites or Portuguese millipedes, which I found a few of, but they seem to be under control. Springtails there's probably a few of in there. I've not looked on a microscopic level, but seems like the plants are doing very well for themselves. Sorry, I've been used to a macro camera for the last couple of days. One problem I'm seeing with the tank is that when I water it, which I decided to go at the back there, some of you will remember, or well, you will remember if you've watched the whole video. But I decided to go at the back there, and it seems like there's some kind of interruption for the water flowing all the way down this way. Maybe just because it's so big, I maybe should have put 2 watering places in it, and then you know, watered them alternately so the water didn't stagnate as well. That probably would have been a good idea. I could still do that. That's not a hard mod to do, but it's just the pepperoni is in the way now. That's another thing I regret about putting it there in the first place. One thing I'm glad for is the moss going well. I actually found that at an Airbnb that I went to not too long ago. So I wasn't expecting too much of it, especially because it's on a very hard ground. It's on a very hard piece of ground there. It looks like a rock complex or something like that is growing on. So I doubt it'll grow very much unless it attaches onto the tree. But to be honest, that tree wasn't in there for a little while. I've only just put that back in there for the sake of the videography that I'm doing. But my plan is to be having a shelf up here. But the plan is for now is to be observing the log, seeing if it's absorbing too much moisture and if it's rotting and blah blah blah, or if it's going to grow fungus. And then the next step will be springtails and isopods and native millipedes, if I can in fact find some. Thank you to everybody that's made it through this far in the video. I really appreciate it. Especially if you're not looking for bioactive enclosures. I appreciate the support on the content, especially the photos I've been posting recently. I really appreciate everybody and the group we've grown together. I implore everybody to try and do the same because it's not hard. It sounds really intimidating, the bioactive terrarium, the false bottom or whatever, but it's not hard. Thanks for watching, guys.